Gardenia Bakeries KL Sdn Bhd was founded in 1986 as a joint venture between QAF Limited and a Singapore-listed food group that also operates Gardenia Singapore and Gardenia Philippines and Malaysia Padi Beras Nasional Berhad. There are two types of business activities involved by Gardenia. Firstly, COVID-19 aid program worth RM1 million. Gardenia KL allocated more than RM1 million in community aid in early 2020. The aid in the form of Gardenia product hampers was distributed in stages across Peninsular Malaysia to B40 households, frontliners, and students as part of the Varsity Food Bank program. Last but not least, wellness begins at home. Gardenia KL collaborated with the Mental Illness Awareness and Support Association, MIASA, to organize a Facebook Live discussion to discuss cases in the community and how the pandemic has further adversely affected the challenges. Gardenia aims to keep the conversation on mental health going in the hopes of cultivating greater action toward mental wellness, especially within families at home.
Let's see how Gardenia deals in crisis. While COVID-19, Gardenia helps a lot of people around the world with a crisis of food. Gardenia knows what people in the area need. Maslow's hierarchy of need is talked about in Chapter 2 of Public Opinion, which you can find here. This idea says that people act in different ways because they have different needs and preferences. The first stage of need, which is the psychological need, is met by the Gardenia. This is the most important biological need that people must meet in order to stay alive. By understanding how important it is to meet the need for food, during the epidemic, Gardenia used the idea of public relations to help people in the community to get the food. People will start to think of the brand as one of they can count on because of this. Indirectly, it can persuade people to keep supporting the Gardenia brand by showing them that they are getting help from Gardenia because of their support. In return, Gardenia was shown appreciation by using the fourth and final level of this idea, which is called appreciation. Gardenia is thought to be the best brand of bread, both in the United States and around the world. During the crisis caused by COVID-19, Gardenia sent thousands of loaves of bread to pantries all over the country. In total, they sent more than 800 units. This is done to help efforts that help feed people on the edge of society by taking some of the load of them. Since the start of the pandemic and the quarantine of communities across the country, Gardenia has made more contributions such as giving bread and snacks to local government units, front lines, and other important staff.
Next, I will continue with the second crisis, which is Gardenia product price was increased. Now, all raw material prices are rising. Therefore, the price of Gardenia product had to be raised due to this problem. Gardenia has no other choice but to keep its business stable, so raising the price of his product is the best way to overcome the crisis that they recognize. However, Gardenia needs to know that any action they take will affect its business as well as its buyers. As mentioned in Chapter 4 of the Public Relations lesson, which is public opinion, a corporation must be aware of the impact that its action will have on its customers. Gardenia Corporation must also instill confidence in its client by supplying the highest quality of product. So, that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
For advertising, the company should advertise on TikTok, which is a popular choice among today youths. The trending topic is a bolding, a product where the brand can interact with the followers and customers through the various social media channels. To appeal to its target audience of tweens, Gardenia must come out with something new. TikTok is a mobile video sharing that allows users to create short looping videos and share them with their friends. Using the internet to attract new customers can be a cost-effective strategy. You can promote your business online in a variety of ways, including paid advertising and improve search engine rankings. TikTok advertising would consist of announcing the launch of a new product or service. Because a publicity can be constructed as a news, it should be used prior to the start of advertising. The only option is to develop a new product or service. The product is no longer used once the advertising appears. As a result, one unbreakable rule which unfortunately most organizations ignore is that publicity should always come before advertising.
There are two publicities that Gardenia can do to raise awareness. Firstly, through the product release, Gardenia can announce a new product or service through announcements. Gardenia will have an impact on sales, development, and brand perception that will help with brand recognition as it will persuade the audience and capture their attention. Lastly, Gardenia can use social media networks to allow the business to track the activities of their customers or potential buyers. As a result, Gardenia can create content that is relatable to the audience to increase social media engagement.
There are several ways for Gardenia to create corporate social responsibility program, but the most important aspect is align your brand with like-minded causes. Instead of just choosing at random, pick causes that are important to you. Otherwise, your employees and customers will view the CSR program as insincere for the company to do. For example, Gardenia is a food company, so maybe the best CSR program that's suitable with Gardenia is give charity of Gardenia food for people in need.
Next, the guidelines on how Gardenia make a press or news release. Here's what Gardenia should know. Before they can write and send out a press release, Gardenia needs to make sure they have a good public relations plan that shows how valuable the story is. This is done to make the topic interesting enough for the news to cover it. To get off to a good start with useful strategies, this writing should start by answering this question. Who are the most important people like the Gardenia Corporation and anyone else connected to the product? Who will be affected by the news about Gardenia and who will benefit from it? What's going on? Why does it matter that this news just came out? What information do people get that they absolutely must know? Where is this happening exactly? When? How soon is this going to happen? Does this add anything to the conversation? And how? From where did this idea come from? When Gardenia finally had a chance to answer all of these questions, it should have said what it had to say in short, clear sentences. Make it rough draft and see if you can make it better by keeping your attention on the most important ideas and benefits. It is very important to pay attention to this important basic point, which is to write sentences that are right for the audience and easy for them to understand. Since Gardenia's bread is eaten by a large number of people, easiest words should be written so that people of all ages can understand them. The whole story should have been clear from the first paragraph. In the second paragraph, you should build on what you say in the first paragraph and add a few more details. The third paragraph is quote, and the last paragraph gives the conclusion. For example, we might say that other goods were used in the making of Gardenia.
Another option PR strategies that Gardenia can use are partnering up with influencers. It is because Gardenia can use their influencers' social media followers to increase awareness, traffic, and conversions for the Gardenia brand. Besides that, Gardenia also can taking advantage of social media platform. It is because social media can help Gardenia raise brand awareness, convey message further, and avoid possible public relation crisis by correcting the narrative and taking control of the situation in real time.
Next is a media relation. In order to get key message out of the target audience, you need a good working relationship with the media. Journalists require a steady stream of news to keep their page and airway filled. Collaborating with organizations seeking media exposure is a win-win situation for both parties. The public relations director job entails marketing the organization in order to increase its visibility, respect, and level of support. Most non-profit don't have enough money to spend on advertising or formal marketing, so using a free media is an important public relation function. Non-profit urgently require media champion who will champion their cause and mission.
In summary, Gardenia is regarded as the best bread brand and is highly regarded nationally and in other countries worldwide. Gardenia has been using Maslow's hierarchy of needs in crisis analysis. Maslow's hierarchy needs to be used to investigate how humans naturally engage in behavioral motivation, assisting Gardenia in creating advertising, publicity, corporate social responsibility, and press release can reach the target audience and engage employees and loyal customers. In public relations strategies, Gardenia can use media relation to get key messages to the target audience, and Gardenia also can use the influencer social media followers for the Gardenia brand by partnering up with influencers.